Booker T and Swerve Strickland are having a whole lot of issues. It's a messy thing, man. So I'm not gonna get into the whole dang story because I don't care enough for this whole damn story. But basically, Swerve Strickland went on to the Breakfast Club, talked about how WWE is pocket watching and all that stuff, and he said that it's always hateful when a black man gets their money but not anybody else. Booker T responds by saying, which is the weirdest response ever, we have a lot of black talent over here. We have a lot of talented guys that are going to be one day the faces of the company. I don't understand what the heck that had to do with anything that Swerve Strickland said, but whatever. Now, that is very important, though, because like a few months later, he also said, he talked about the lack of black talent on PLEs, because this is what Swerve Strickland was really talking about as well. Because Swerve Strickland eventually responded to him saying like a whole thing about Vince saying the N-word in front of you and letting all that happen and not seeing enough, black person versus black person matches at PLEs and all that stuff. So, yeah. Booker T responded with, actually, wait, real quick. Swerve probably got to stop speaking on WWE at this point. I'm going to be real because it just looks like he's salty that WWE did fumble him the way they did fumble him, which, again, they did definitely do that. But it just looks like, dude, do you want to be back in WWE or something? Like, is that what it is? Did you only stay in AEW because of the money? Which, if that's the case, it's like, I don't really, I don't have a problem with it, but it's like, dude, just stop talking about this whole WWE story. It's honestly getting me annoyed now, and I'm a very big Swerve Strickland fan, but my goodness, this guy talks about it every single dang chance he gets. Now he's on Vlad talking about it like, bro, you've talked about this story in WWE like 50,000 times now. It's so irritating, but Swerve Strickland, Booker T responded to Swerve's comments about black talent not being on PLEs, which I don't even get why he's talking about WWE business, and it's just weird, but Booker T says, maybe it's a drop-off as far as talent. Maybe guys need to work up to my level and really think about themselves in a position and say, let's forget about this black thing and let's throw it all in and see how good we are. That was really, really weird because you just said a minute ago that there was a lot of black talent at PLE, but now you're saying that only a Hall of Famer can, be on a PLE. Well, I'm sorry to say this, but what the heck is Bronson Reed? What the heck is Shayna Baszler? What the heck is Zoe Stark? What the heck is Isla Dawn and Alba Fire? Like, I'm not trying to hate on these folks, but they are not by any means a Hall of Famers at the moment. So it's like, what the heck? I have a piece of hair stuck in my face. There we go. Got it. So it's like, that was really annoying me. God, goodness gracious. It just kept getting in my face. I kept trying to grab it. It just would not get grabbed. But it's like, if these aren't Hall of Fame talent, why can your black talent not be on PLEs more often? Why can we not get black singles matches at WWE PLEs? For the folks that are going to say, why does it matter? It doesn't really matter. But the fact that it hasn't happened in so damn long, it's like, it's just weird is what it seems. It's just very, very weird because we're seeing some not that talented folk be at PLEs, or we're seeing folk that, haven't done much within WWE get a major push out of nowhere, and now they're on a PLE like a Bronson Reed. This man didn't do anything for a good amount of his time on the main roster, and then out of nowhere just gets this super mega push, tsunami and all that stuff, and it's just like, what the heck? Where did this push come from? I'm happy for the guy to get a push, but it's just like, that push just came out of nowhere. So I don't fully get it, but like the whole thing about like, let's throw this black thing out and just like, let's just see who we really are. What are you saying with that? That just feels weird because it's like nobody at WWE said anything about being black. I haven't heard any of the black women or any of the black men wrestlers say anything about black wrestlers and black talent and stuff like that at WWE. This is literally Swerve Strickland saying this. So why are you taking what Swerve said and now putting it on all of your talent? Why are you talking down on your talent? Why are you saying that your talent is not as talented as you, so they don't deserve to be on PLEs having 1v1 matches and all that stuff? They don't deserve to be on PLEs more often. Why are you saying this about them when they didn't say anything at all to begin with? It feels so weird for Booker T to even say this. And I feel like now a lot of the black talent is going to be looking at Booker T some type of way, but not only going to be looking at him some type of way, they're going to be looking at WWE some type of way, because these words are going to start ringing true for a lot of folks. They're going to be like, wait, hold on. So Swerve is saying this. We got outside people saying this. Now Booker T is saying that we're not as talented as him. Is this all true? Is every single thing that everybody's saying about WWE actually true? This whole I don't see color, I see talent thing. Are you really seeing the color and you're seeing that the color lacks the kind of talent that you think needs to be on a PLE, that you think needs to be a singles champion? Like I've said before, we ain't had a black male wrestler be a singles champion in God knows how long. So I think the last person was what? Bobby Lashley, because yeah, he did end up winning a fatal 5-way, and then yeah, Brock Lesnar beat him for the belt. Well, no, Brock Lesnar didn't beat him for the belt. It was an Elimination Chamber match, and then Brock Lesnar got the win there. Yes, okay. So you're basically telling me that folks ain't talented enough to, be a singles champion, be on a PLE, stuff like this. It's just, it don't seem right to me. And now we're having Carmelo Hayes once again miss a PLE because LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu is happening. We couldn't get a multi-man U.S. title match. We had to get a boring match in LA Knight and Jacob Fatu, which again, it's going to be very, very boring. This match is going to suck. Their styles do not mesh at all. I don't even know why the heck we're doing this. You could have thrown Carmelo Hayes and a few others into this match, made it a ladder match, made it some kind of just multi-man match, whatever you wanted to do, and it would have been so damn good because Carmelo Hayes can sell like no other can sell. So it's like, I don't know why we didn't go in that direction. We haven't had this guy be at a PLE once this year. No. Was he at Crown Jewel? I think he might have been at Crown Jewel. I could be mistaken on that, though. I think it was it LA Knight versus Carmelo versus Andrade at Crown Jewel? Okay, so it was at Crown Jewel. It was LA Knight, Andrade, Carmelo Hayes. Why don't we have LA Knight, Carmelo Hayes, Jacob Fatu, Randy Orton, Ray Phoenix, and somebody else, Jimmy Uso, in that dang match? Whoever else you want to throw into the match, to be honest. Santos, I don't really care who. Why don't we run that back? Why don't we have Carmelo there? This guy, every other call-up is going to be there. Lyra Valkyria, Braun Breaker, Tiffany Stratton, Ilya Dragunov won't be there, but everybody else is going to be there. But we're not having Carmelo Hayes be there. That feels so weird to me. Maybe we have like a SmackDown tag team kind of thing happen there, but I don't see the SmackDown tag team belts get into WrestleMania. So I don't know why we didn't just have Carmelo Hayes be in this dang match. It feels really weird that you're putting all this that Swerve is saying and that others are saying onto your black talent at WWE. I wouldn't be surprised if a few of these folks start possibly leaving within the next year or so. I honestly would not, because if I was a wrestler at WWE and I'm hearing a bunch of outside folks say this, and I'm hearing Booker T say this, I'm going to really feel like WWE feels the exact same way and be like, you know what? Once my contract's up, I just want to be out of here, or I'm going to request to be let go. And if I don't get let go, I'm going to pull a Tony Storm and just walk on out, and you ain't going to hear from me for a good amount of time. So it's like, I don't know. This feels really weird. I think Booker T has become conditioned to a lot of the, you're going to have to deal with XYZ if you want to get over. You're going to have to do the black struggle, which I talked about a few episodes ago where I said I hate the whole black struggle that's happening with Carmelo Hayes and all that, of the whole, it's a stupid story of, you got to go through this in life and that in life. You got to see your mama die. You got to have your brother killed. You got to be on drugs. Or you got to sell drugs. You got to go to prison. And one day you're going to get out of prison. You're finally going to do great things in life. I hate that story so much because that's literally what it is every single dang time, at least somewhat close enough to that. It's just a really annoying story, and I feel like Booker T has just been so conditioned by this within WWE because obviously for a very long time, like I said, there is a lot of racism that's been reported in WWE's history, especially during the Vince McMahon era. And I just feel like that he probably thinks that, if I had to go through this and look at where I'm at now, that they can go that they can go through this as well, because he basically did say it with Hollywood. He said, Swerve Strickland, if you go to Hollywood, I feel bad for you because they're going to be saying all that stuff and you're going to have to deal with it, or you're going to be told to get on out. So it's like, I actually don't hate Booker T. The people that want me to hate Booker T for the way he thinks, I'm not going to hate this man for the way he thinks, because I know that these probably aren't real feelings by him. These are conditioned feelings by him. And one day when he finally wakes up, he's going to see just how wrong a lot of this stuff is. So I'm personally not going to hate Booker T for these comments. Well, no. I'm not going to hate Booker T for him. I'm not going to like these comments. I'm disappointed in the comments, same way he's disappointed in Swerve Strickland. But I just hope the best for Booker T, because I hope one day this man can finally wake up and see that this stuff just isn't right for any wrestlers to have to go through, not just black wrestlers, but Hispanic wrestlers, Asian wrestlers, women wrestlers, etc., etc., etc. This shouldn't have to happen. And I will say that I don't like the fact that Booker T talks very aggressive to Swerve. I do not like that at all, because there's a few other folk that at WWE that he ain't said one word about, that he'll say that he'll call him and all that stuff. But with Swerve Strickland, you want to make everything public, or you want to keep everything public. When you got the man's number, you could be calling this man up. You don't got to say that, like, you pressed him and all that stuff. Like, it just feels real weird to me. So I will say I don't like that stuff at all. I think that stuff is very clown behavior. And I think that Booker T is way too old to be acting like this. Swerve Strickland, way too old to be acting like this. These guys need to get on the phone with each other, just talk it out. Do whatever the heck you need to do. If you need to block each other and never speak about each other ever again, do that as well. But I think the whole just continuing to make this a whole big old public matter that doesn't even need to be, does not need to be happening.